Dave here, how are you? I'm just making some drawers at the moment for a cabinet that I'm building, and it dawned on me that I should really do a video about it. But I already have. But the thing is that that video is buried inside another video. So I pulled that specific section of the video out about making the drawers, how I do it, and I thought you might be interested to watch it. So have a look. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to assemble one of the drawers. Now I build a drawer in a very basic manner. I build a drawer by the base to start. I do it back to front to most people. I cut a very substantial base out of 5/8 of an inch, 16mm thick melamine. Now the reason I do this is because I do not like the bottoms of my drawers deflecting and bowing and falling out, which is what happens a lot of the time with masonite or plywood. So the end and the front of my drawer are exactly the same width as the base of the drawer. Either side are the length plus 2 thicknesses of material, which is the same as the front and the back. Now you'll notice I pocket hold all of the underside of this section. Now sometimes when you pocket hole, there's going to be a little bit of waste comes out on the edge there, and it's going to hold your pieces away from each other. So I get one of the pieces that's going to marry up, and I run it down the side to cut little bits away. We don't want anything fouling the joint to hold it open, so that's why I run the side along like that. So to do it, it's very, very easy. As I say, I've pocket holed everything ready to go. So we've got the pocket holes in the front and the back, and the pocket holes in the underside. I bring the whole drawer unit over near the edge of the bench. I put the front and the back on, so you'll know from inside the drawer, you're not going to see any pocket holes. This will be buried in the cabinet. The front of the drawer will have another drawer front over the top, hiding all of that as well. So then we put that on there, and you might say, well, you know, how are we going to make it all work? Well, there's a trick. This is a very, very easy way to do it. And I don't know why everyone doesn't do it. I use my clamps, and whilst everything's sitting down flat, I put the clamp on, and you can see this is why I'm on the edge of the bench. And I'm not going to tighten it up much, just a little bit, just to hold it. And I'll put one on the end here as well. Not right up hard against the unit, but near the end. And you're probably going to say, Dave, look at this, this is terrible. You can't have that. Well, you can. There's a trick to it. So a little bit of a nip, and now I'm going to turn it upside down. And I have the bottom, the base of the drawer, sitting flush with both ends, and with there and there. There's a bit of a belly there, but I'm not concerned about that yet. Next thing I'm going to do, get another couple of clamps, and I'm going to tip these guys over flat. One of the great things about these clamps, I love them. Right up hard against the end, you see it there. I'll bring it back a little. So that clamp is pushing against this clamp, this end of the clamp is pushing against there, and I'll turn it around a little bit so you can see what happens. I should really be wearing the action cam, but I haven't got it on at the moment, and I'm going to tighten this up. And I can give that one to it. And now that, my friend, has pulled it up perfectly. It's all nice and straight. I am seeing a little bit of a dip there, and I knew I would because as I put the pressure on, I'm starting to deflect that base. It's going to be fine. We'll put a clamp across there a little bit later on. So I'll do it the same on the other side. Tighten her up, and again we'll see that close up nicely, and there. Now I can tighten these. Great little system. There we go. So I can now screw those, and we're set to number 4 on the clutch, and they're 1-inch coarse washer heads. Done. How easy. I love it. So easy. And these are extremely strong. These drawers are very, very strong. You might say, oh, it's only particle board, it should be plywood. Well, it's your call, whatever you want to use. I like using melamine. Now, you notice then I just pulled my finger away as I was doing that, because I don't, if the screw actually starts to bite in, I don't want my finger to have the screw buried into it. That would hurt. I'll get a couple of screws in near the end, and that'll hold the sides straight so it doesn't slide, and then I can take the clamps off. It makes no difference now because it's all locked. The screws are holding it all in position. And then I can put this across the center and tighten her up. And then what I'll do is I'll get a mallet and I'll just give this a bit of a tap. Beautiful. And I can release these. And I can turn them up sideways now and tighten them that way. And that is so good. And then I can release this one, turn it up that way, back to there. Yes, tighten him up, flip him over, like so. And then I'm going to just nip that up again with one of these other clamps. So it's just on it. Beautiful. That's pulling that up beautifully. I can put these screws in here. Yes. And this one. There you go. Now, that, I'll drop down a little bit so you can see it. That has come up very, very nicely. All around the bottom, it's pulled in tight. And then inside the drawer, very, very nice. There you go. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, click the link down in the bottom there for the subscription. Don't forget to ring the bell, and I shall see you next time. Bye. How nice.